What's up guys, Johnson here and I'm back with a Wild Rift gameplay. So this is actually solo queue, currently sitting around Platinum 2 and looking at the composition you must be thinking, what the fuck is this? Looks like a troll comp. Right, and you know, I guess at first glance you'll definitely look like that. But anyways, I was like saying, hey, it's totally possible we can win this. So I decided to put that aside, we're just gonna do our own things. And so basically what's gonna happen is we're gonna have Braum and Jin going to in the dual lane, and then we have the Draven gonna solo lane going against Aurelia actually. So some pretty interesting things. I'm going on the Camille as a jungler. On mid is RE, typical just high damage. Quite a lot of burst actually, if she does land the charm. So outcome obviously apart from that Jin, you know, if we had a Baron Lane, it could have been pretty good obviously. But obviously now Draven is the Baron Lane. And somehow he's doing okay against the Aurelia. Which is a little bit surprising to be honest. But yeah, it is what it is. And Braum and Jin is just, you know, it's just terrible. You know, he landed the hook. It's gone, basically. Somehow he managed to stay alive there. But that was crazy. Braum's gonna die for that. Braum and Jin is just a terrible combination. Enemy team actually has a much better comp. They have Blitzcrank, they have Zarya. It's okay, you know. They have a jungler Trinity, which is kind of crappy if you ask me. And the Baron Lane earlier, it's okay as well. It's pretty good. And the Fizz is mid lane, so nothing too much special actually. All lanes are doing alright. It's kind of even. It's just that we lost our dual lane kind of early, and there's no surprise about that because Baron, Braum and Jin is like the famous, terrible, or more like Jin is just a terrible pick to lane with Braum, right? He fires way too slow. He needs to play way too passive. Try to do something about this. It's not too great. I took one tower shot, not ideal. But like, hey, I already got one scuttle. I didn't know where a Trinity was. Sent the sweep out, and there he was. He just did the scuttle. So it did provide some information to Draven, gives him a little time, and he's able to you know, not get caught up by the Trinity there. Just gonna wait right here, take some hits at this guy, and just quickly leave. And that's basically what I can do as Camille, which is kind of ballsy. Obviously Trinity is level 5, so he's actually ahead of me. And I must say, the jungling I'm doing this at this point is kind of weird. To be honest, I'm a bit lost. Everyone's a little bit shaken by that Jin pick, because that Jin actually was picked like later on. So it's you know, it's not. It was, everyone's like, what the fuck is happening? But yeah. So I saw this Draven's actually. I realized actually walking really close, and he just went all in on this guy. So you know, I'm just gonna out him. Draven used, and he did get it. Very nice ultimate of Draven there. He almost escaped that earlier, so that was pretty good. I had to burn a flash there, but it's alright. We did help Draven get the advantage here. And as of that, he's already like 800 gold ahead. So that's gonna help him snowball really hard because Draven really needs the kills basically. So meanwhile, our Jin's in trouble once again. He had to back off, and Braum's like left trying to defend the wave as well. Not great. Yeah, Braum just managed to survive there, and he got a kill. I'm like so surprised. I was just trying to come around and help. I'm not gonna be able to do anything. Managed to burn the exhaust on the Blitzcrank there, which is alright. And the first dragon spawn. So I'm just walking around. I put some boards there. I want to see what's going on. I saw Trinity around with that Ari over there. A very nice charm onto the Fizz. So I do manage to get a kill there. Very good. Fizz was very out of position trying to save that Trinity. And the rule number 1, especially in solo queue, is like try not to save, or more like just don't save your teammate who is out of position, because a lot of times you're just gonna get yourself killed as well. And if you do want to, you know, maximize your chances, don't just go down that rabbit hole and get everyone killed. Generally got to kill Desire. That's good. Brom's a little bit of trouble. He's taking a lot of damage. And this is kind of awkward for me as well. So I decided not to chase. I couldn't really save him actually. I wasn't able to stun him because I used my third skill to actually gap close there. So ward come up, pop some heal. This is a little bit of trouble for me, to be honest. And I'm gonna die. Not great, definitely not great. I tried to escape there, definitely, but I just got stopped. Trinity trying to go on the army, right? And this is basically why Trinity is shit, right? As a jungler. Like screw that. And very nice Braum ultimate over there. Unfortunately, he's gonna be the only one left. So Braum isn't really good at so-called initiating, but he's more suited to counter initiate, basically counter engage. You know, like when they engage in first on your team, and then you know you engage, you use your ultimate, and then you find an opening for your team to rejoin the fight, right? That's what Braum is really good at. So at this point, this is kind of risky, to be honest. I don't know where everyone is, and I had to flash out. Not too great. Took a silence here as well by the Blitzcrank. I do get a heal, Font of Life trigger onto the Blitzcrank, and Trinity already got the Drake. Not great. And once again, I'm dead. So this is one of those things that are like, I guess it's more for my learning actually. It's not really like I played really well. I'm just like looking back at the gameplay and like, how can I improve it, right? So obviously it's definitely going head first that way, trying to take a Drake, and I was like, screw it, my team's not gonna help, I'm just gonna do it myself. Not a good idea, obviously, as it turns out. But obviously it's more of a learning experience for everyone, which is good. So Ari is once again in a bit of trouble. He tried to charm the Trinity, and together with Fizz, they do manage to get a kill. And for myself, nothing really to be seen. Draven's just gonna clear out his wave. As for myself, just gonna take some jungle as well, and take a sweep on the Herald. Nobody's there. Scout is up again, so this is basically #1 priority for junglers, I would think, which is why I always try and prioritize that. And I saw that I saw a Fizz come around because of the sweeper, because of the scuttle that I took earlier. So that helped to Draven to you know, just get away a little bit. This guy decides to stay here, so this Aurelia is like, he wants to test my limits, right? So I'm not gonna let him get anything. Just unfortunately I have to die there, but Draven does get a kill, so it's good for Aurelia, I guess, because Aurelia does come on top in that 1v2. Definitely could have played that better, I think. It's not the best idea. Now Ari is being engaged on by Trinity. Trinity is charmed, has Undying Rage, and yeah, it's not gonna suck as well. So that's kind of, I feel like this shows a lot about the jungle choice. On the other hand, I mean, that guy is really just YOLOing himself to death, trying to get kills. Obviously I'm not playing that much better, but at least now that the jungle is dead, he gets down the hero. And the good thing is, Draven decides to come out and help, which is really nice. Obviously, I do need a lot of help as a jungler on Camille, right? So he tries to get it. This guy uses ultimate. He's kind of in trouble, right? Do get a stun. Unfortunately, I'm gonna die. Yeah. To be honest, I don't really know how to deal with the Aurelia yet. Obviously, if it's a good Aurelia, I don't think anyone can really outplay in terms of melee, right? You just gotta hard crowd control her, and I didn't have my ultimate, so that kind of sucks as well. Alright, he managed to get a kill into Fizz. No idea how he did it, but yeah, survived the burst, and then Fizz is probably dead. That's just kind of how it worked here. And I saw this Trinity in my jungle, which is kind of interesting. Obviously, I don't want to fight him. I'm actually ahead of him obviously, but he does have some stuff. And I don't really have a lot of vision on the enemy. So I decided to, you know, just play safe, right? Imagine if I just die there. That's not great. So somehow this guy is still in the jungle. So Ari had a pop flash, so it's Trinity, and he dies. so I'm like thinking, what the hell is going on in this game? It's just what the triple one mid. And do manage to step on the fizz. I definitely could have played that much better. That was just terrible. Could have totally dodged that fizz off, man. I don't know what I was doing. I just panicked. Could have waited for 1 second, and when the fish or the shark came out, then you know probably could have dodged it with my ultimate. So not great. But once again, you can see in terms of goal, we are just slightly behind. It's not that bad, and we are kind of obviously we don't have a Drake yet, but we do get a catch onto Desire, and that puts us ahead because actually in Walrus the kills grant a lot of gold, right? So this is really important, which is obviously you really need to stay alive, and that's kind of key, right? Other than that, there's nothing really much to say actually. Arya does get a solo kill onto the Draven, but you can see this Trinity already doing the dragon himself. I try to do something, I guess. My team isn't really here, but I do manage to flash out just in time. And Braum comes to the rescue, so well done to Braum, to be honest. And Jin is here as well, so Blitz can't do anything here. So I have Grass on the Undying, and he does get a kill, which is really nice. So the jungle is dead, so even though I'm really low, I can start on this dragon right here with my team's help. And we do get it easy peasy, no contest whatsoever. And this is really nice. So Fizz actually smited me. He went in. I did die at the end, but I think Braum's gonna be okay. He does aid the ultimate, and Ari to the rescue, jump in right time, and Fizz is gonna be in trouble for sure. Fizz tried to burst the Braum, and he didn't manage to do it, and this is just crazy. Like, what the hell is this guy doing? Not I look back, I saw so many mad things going on the opponent's side. Thornmail charging in after his teammate just died into like 3 members, and he didn't have ultimate as well. I'm not saying that even if he did, it would have made it even better, but still a bad play. But that was just nonsensical. I have no idea what's going on. Good things at this point, I do have both Triforce and Bramble Vest, so I get to reduce healing on a lot of the champs, you know, mainly Radiant and Xayah, a little bit of Trinity as well, but it doesn't really matter for him. So once again, looking for engage. That's good. I mean, Blitzcrank laying a hook on me means it's not on anyone else. Obviously Braum is better, but hey, very nice charm of the design there. And that was a pretty successful fight. So that's kind of how things go with Blitzcrank, right? So if Blitzcrank hooks the wrong target, basically, he's gonna try and back off. Or even if he does commit, and because I'm just too tanky, it's not a real target. He needs to get one of the ADCs. In this case, because you have 2, but normally you just need to get an ADC. Would have been good, but that didn't happen. Just gotta jump away there. The tower's already down. Trinity was forced to use flash. Blitzcrank missed his ultimate, fortunately. If not, Jin definitely would have died there. I mean, at least his Guardian Angel will be popped. So our team's trying to... Our enemy team is actually trying to engage here, and we are still here. So I do manage to stun on the arena. I think this is one of my better plays. Obviously I'm still in a lot of trouble. Do manage to flash out. A lot of damage coming in. Braum might be in trouble as well. I take a lot of damage. Unfortunately he's gonna die as well. Draven's coming in. He did get ulted, but he still gets the kill. which is nice. And the enemy team is still trying to fight it out. The NG's gonna out from a safe distance. Nothing really stopping them. They all left the range. Now, unfortunately, Ari's gonna die. Trinity actually popped his ultimate there. That was kind of interesting. Driven trying to avoid the Blitzcrank hook, which is kind of funny. Basically, a lot of messy things. Actually, when I thought I wanted to record this, I thought this would be a good video to go over some mistakes and stuff and how we managed to turn things around. But it's just overall really messy, which kind of sucks. But hey, the learning point still stands. It's just I'm just looking at this and just how did I not see all these things earlier? So once again, Drake spawning very soon. Take my buff, prepare for it. I already have Sterak and Triforce now, which is really nice. Going for my next idol, Force of Nature. Anything from this point on is just full defense. Saw the Trinity right there, saw the Fizz as well. Our team looks to be engaging. Blitzcrank takes a lot of damage, he gets rooted. Xayah looks to be here. Just gonna immediate out the Xayah. There's a stasis here. Use my smite to get it. He tried to get away. I almost would have let him get away. That would be so bad. In the meantime, the enemy team did take the Infernal Dragon, which is like, what the fuck? But hey, we don't want to force it out. I realize in the middle of nowhere, this is definitely out of position. Exhaust coming out from our team. Nowhere to go. Nowhere to go, basically. The bomb is just so good. So because of the kill, because there are 2 people down now, we're just gonna try and go in. Obviously try to do some poke. I eat a lot of damage here. Just be able to get away. I managed to stun the Fizz in the corner. This can try to run out. He's gonna be out of position. All his team is retreated. There's no way he can do it. Use his ultimate to try and save himself. He probably should have saved it. But beyond that, there's just 3 members left. So we're trying to end here. Obviously, looks kind of risky. We don't have Baron. We don't have anything that's special. We only have 1 inhibitor tower down. Try to poke a little bit without going all the way. Very nice ultimate by Xayah there. Commendable. Probably should have waited. Yeah, I need to wait for Xayah to out first. So that's why we need to find a way to, you know, force the Xayah ultimate. But of course, now this is what we're doing, which makes sense, obviously. Retreat back, take this stuff. Draven actually got executed by the Baron. I was like, what the fuck is going on, dude? God. Basically, someone triggered aggro and he was standing there. Decided to give this to Jhin because it's really fed and his KD is pretty good. So actually, fortunately for us, the Jhin, even though the pick was like terrible, he actually did okay because I don't know, he just played okay. So yeah. So we see basically Trinity and bot try to cut him off by going this way. Maybe we intercept him. He dives away already. Gets stunned. They do get a kill. And once again, Aurelia is coming around. Just gonna immediately out. Like, screw this guy. I'm not gonna take any chances. And no way he can survive. And because of that, we are able to start the Baron right now. Draven is not here, unfortunately. But that's okay. Ari is trying to do distraction things. Ari takes a lot of damage. I try to come in and do stuff. I do almost get Xayah. This is really bad and our team is just dying left, right, center. Drave's in trouble as well. And he's dead. God damn. Gage clean up, fortunately. But wow, that was just no way. It's just ridiculous. I really went for the marksman, the ADC there. I think it was the right play at that point. Of course, looking back, I see my team wasn't really there. Not ideal because our team didn't fall out. But definitely in most situations, it would have been cocaine. Just trying to clear wave here. Really slow, and it's kind of the issue. We have some wards nearby, and we were thinking, yeah, they're probably doing Baron. But we saw Trinity on the bot side as well, which is like kind of strange. So probably they're just taking Scuttle. But nevertheless, I decided to go and check. Send out this sweeper, and they are actually doing Baron. So like, this is kind of interesting because they're like, wait, what the fuck, this is not what a fight they want to go on. And it's all desire here. Take a lot of damage actually. Somehow I am able to stay alive, which is like a miracle actually. Draven does get a kill and it's just gonna snowball off there. Zaya managed to escape actually, which is not great, but we're all able to survive. I took some jumbo. I'm kind of low obviously, but with so many members on the enemy team dead, this is like our chance to end. So we're just gonna go for it. There's only a Zaya. Zaya cannot just solo defend a Baron buff. Get a stun on. Take the tower, and yeah, that's basically the game. So wow, this game had so many layers to it. Has so many things happening at the same time. I didn't even realize at that point. But wow, that was kind of epic. Obviously, a lot of a lot of twists and turns because of mistakes going here and there. But basically, I think a good takeaway is obviously that everyone here tried to play it out. Obviously, maybe what I see it really helped, because I was just saying, let's just play this out because it's probably possible for us to win, and we actually did in the end. And it was kind of shaky. Could have gone either way a lot of times, but it turned out the way it did. And well, this is just one of those games that could have been a loss if we were just like, oh, screw this guy's trolling. So it's very important to, I think a big takeaway is to just make sure that you have a good mindset, and it's never really over until it's the end. So if you keep yourself in the game, give yourself a chance, you might be able to pull something off, like in this case. So that was a pretty interesting game. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is Jungle, so signing off. I'll see you guys next time.